Ubisoft had promised that their pirate-themed open-world action RPG, Skull and Bones, is finally heading our way in February. For those of us who have been following the saga so far, we are more than a little cautious about getting excited until the game is actually downloading onto our Xbox, because this is a game that has had more than its fair share of delays. If you can't wait to try out your sea legs and head to the high seas, here are 5 Xbox and Game Pass games that have already been making waves. This instalment of the mega franchise sets the action on the high seas at the height of the golden age of piracy. Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag debuted in October 2013 and sees players setting sail as the morally dubious Edward Kenway on his ship Magpie, as they travel across a game map that spans large parts of the Caribbean Sea. Lighter in tone than its predecessors, the combat in Black Flag is less serious and bloodthirsty, but the ship battles are where the game really shines. The movements of the ship feel very responsive, and the commands are well laid out and make for exciting battles whenever you stray into enemy waters. If Ubisoft managed to nail a pirating game 10 years ago, then we can't be wrong in feeling excited to see what they can do now in Skull and Bones. Much more open-ended and light-hearted than Black Flag, Sea of Thieves rewards teamwork as players work together, helping each other to achieve the status of pirate legend. You can take part in voyages set by the trading companies, engage in battles, and play the Tall Tales, Sea of Thieves narrative-driven campaigns. As well as having to defeat AI enemies, you'll have to deal with other human players. Whether they will work with you, attack you, or work with you then attack you, depends on who you run into and how you communicate with them. But as we all know, teamwork makes the dream work, and if you do manage to work alongside others, you'll be rewarded with being able to carry out bigger heists and earn bigger treasure hauls. The key to Sea of Thieves' longevity is a constant addition of new game features and in-game events such as new Tall Tales, where you get to visit iconic locations and meet familiar faces from franchises such as Monkey Island and Pirates of the Caribbean. Similar to Sea of Thieves, Sea Horizon adopts a cel-shaded visual style and it heavily features sea exploration, but that's where the similarities end. This game is a roguelike turn-based RPG that unfolds on a 3D bird's eye view of a hex grid map depicting the shattered archipelago of Mirin. You can sail the high seas by ship as well as making landfall to explore the numerous islands scattered across each map, which are fraught with danger but also rich in rewards. With 3 different ways to play, Sea Horizon is a game that has deceptively more hours of gameplay than expected. First up is Adventure, where you play solo as either the Ranger, Priest or Wanderer, who each have different skill sets. You follow your objectives until you reach the boss battle, whilst discovering more about the character you're playing as. There's another mode which features dungeons to explore as a group, and Exploration mode, that provides you with a much larger environment to, well, explore, and provides a less linear option. King of Seas is a pirate action RPG that sees you play as a male or female version of the main protagonist, who's abducted by pirates after their father, who happens to be the king, is assassinated. The ship combat is a shining aspect of the game, which utilises not only cannon shots and nautical strategy, but also speed and spectacle, thanks to a set of more than 20 skills to choose from and 3 branches of talents. Another worthy feature is the ship upgrade system. You get to choose from 5 distinct ship types, each with its own set of pros and cons, such as enhanced manoeuvrability, increased storage space, or powerful cannons. And finally, we couldn't compile a list of piratey games without including one from the OG series. The aspiring pirate Guybrush Threepwood stars in the latest instalment of the highly popular series of adventure games, In Return to Monkey Island. The game sees Threepwood arrive on Melee Island on a quest to finally find the secret of Monkey Island, but unfortunately finds out that the zombie pirate LeChuck and the formerly disbanded pirate leaders have the same idea. But they have something Threepwood doesn't have: a ship. Cue hilarious scrapes as Threepwood manages to find his way to the eponymous island and finally solves its mystery. The art style may be contentious, the game style less pointy and clicky than we're used to, but Return to Monkey Island retains the charm and humour of its predecessors. If you simply cannot wait to get started with Ubisoft Skull and Bones, then there's plenty of pirate fun to be had on Xbox and Game Pass at present. Let us know in the comments below if you intend to give any a try.